Hi there everybody. Today for Friday we're going to draw the human eye. I really like doing the sketch at the beginning of the year. A lot of them turn out really beautifully and sure builds some confidence in the students. You guys will impress yourselves with your drawing skills just from the little bit of practice that we had this week. This handout here actually comes out with an informational sheet here. So we're going to talk about the visible parts of the eye. We've got the iris, the pupil, the sclera. The average human eye can be created by using standard guidelines and measurements. The human eye is a sphere. We drew a sphere. The average human eye is as wide as the distance between the eyes, one eye width apart. So something to think about when you are drawing the human face. You're going to practice drawing a basic human eye using some proposed techniques, meaning they're proposed, you don't have to. If you have your own way of doing it, that's fine. Let's talk about the vocabulary. So the iris is the colored portion of your eye, so that would be here on our little drawing. And the pupil is the darkest area. It's found in the center right there. The sclera is the white part, so out here is the sclera. And a sphere is a three-dimensional ball shape, not a flat circle. So that refers back to the drawing we had before. So you've got all these step-by-step directions here. They're easy to follow. Again, they're kind of guidelines. You don't have to do exactly what they have here. And your eye doesn't have to end up looking exactly like that. I want some more shading on here though. But I'm going to show you when you start out. This is more of a horizontal orientation. So have your sketchbook or your little piece of paper that way. And remember when we drew our sphere, we started with that circle, and some people are like, I can't draw a circle. Don't worry about it. We're gonna sketch it. We're gonna work it in there. So, and we're gonna make a nice size drawing. We're gonna go in the center of the paper, and I'm gonna keep going around and just doing that little bit. That's nice. And actually, it's a good warm-up exercise before you start drawing anytime. You can do a series of circles and spheres and yeah. So right there I've got, it's nice. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And then step 2, it says the pupil, and you'll go in and draw the pupil. And already I've got some extra lines in there, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to get my placement of everything first. Here in number 3 says draw an arch over the larger circle. So we're going to draw that arch. And if you notice on here, it goes into there. Because when you look at somebody, most people, you don't see that whole, you don't see the whole iris. It's kind of shaded or hidden under part of the lid, which comes about this way. Already you kind of start seeing, like, first we had a donut. And now we're starting to see that it's kind of an eye shape. And I didn't do mine as rounded as this one was at first, but now I am. Because I'm sketching it. I noticed at first it wasn't quite right. I'm going to sketch it, and I'm not going to erase everything yet. I'm going to wait. And I'm going to come in and add my bottom lid. And the bottom lid, if you notice, it touches the bottom of the eye there. So I'm going to come like this and sketch this in here. Notice how I'm holding my pencil. I'm almost at the end. The eraser is in here by my thumb, by my hand there. And I'm really loose with this and relaxed and taking my time. So some of these lines are not good and some of these are good. And it'll all work out in the end. So that's what I'm telling you. I hope you get used to just kind of being relaxed. And with your sketching, it's a process. It's just not where you just draw one thing right away. Nobody works that way. Artists aren't like that. We're human, and we work at it. So don't get discouraged. Take your time and let it build. And I would continue through all the steps that way. And once you got into this part, then you can start darkening things like in here, and you add some of that shading. The other thing too is they say erase some spots in the iris. So this iris here where the color is, let's say you've got if it gets darker. I'm not doing a good job right now, but go in and erase some of those highlights. That's what always really makes an eye look like an eye. In the center part too. The center part, honestly, I would leave an area white. I wouldn't ever fill it in and color around it, and then color that nice and dark and work in there. Take your time and do a really beautiful eye, and I think you will impress yourself. And once you're done with your eye, we are going to submit it to Artsonia. Make sure you sign and date your drawing, and have a great day.